Right into football, and obviously we have to talk about Aaron Rodgers, Mike's favorite player.
Don't walk out.
No, I might have to.
No, I'm all right.
I might have to walk out after the comment he said the other day. I don't even know if I should bring it up. I mean, should I bring it up?
No, don't, because I don't remember it, and I don't feel like getting any more slander on Instagram, DMs, and text anymore. I can't take
Let's
it.
just say that Mike does not like Aaron Rodgers and holds that against him for sure.
I have positive shit to say about him, though, after on this topic.
Good, thank God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody knows now that Aaron Rodgers is back with the Packers. Definitely a turn of events. Like, we just covered this last episode, the last couple of episodes, and we've been talking about this nonstop. We thought he was going, and so did all the P&I fans. We all thought he was going. So, are you guys, like, blown away by this? I can't believe it myself. I have no idea how this happened.
I was until the Instagram post, which what I thought it was actually was right. And the second part was after that interview, it made a lot more sense.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, it made a lot more interview.
You talk about the Instagram photo. You're talking about the Last Dance reference, right?
Yeah.
Because after that, I thought it was like, oh, they're gone. They're gone. They're he and Davante Adams thought they're both gone.
No, I did not take it like that, and I sent myself the timestamp text message to remind myself to
talk your shit.
To mention that.
Yeah, we got to give Mike his credit here. Go ahead, Mike. Tell everybody what you said.
So when I saw that picture, we texted in our group chat about it, and I saw it, and I'm like, does that mean one last dance? Like, they're going to give it one more year, and that's it, and they're going to go for it. I mean, now it's a bad reference. They won 6 championships together, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, pump the
it's
brakes
almost offensive, right?
Yeah, like, it
even
wasn't
I took
that far.
offense. I was like, don't talk about the GOAT like that.
Yeah, but I understood, well, second best, but I understood what that picture was, like, implying. So it was cool to like that it actually became right. And now with like Aaron Rodgers, this his last guaranteed year in Green Bay, and I don't know what's going to happen with Davante Adams because of him commanding that money. So I mean, it was cool that I was right on that. But
because Nick, you and I thought that they were just bashing the front office, saying that they don't agree with anything they do, and
it was cryptic. I thought it was cryptic about that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, shout out Papa Broads.
So I mean, he's back. Everything's different now. Like, do you guys think that the Packers, I mean, obviously they're making the playoffs, so last dance, do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl? Do you think they're even going to make the Super Bowl?
They got a chance. I mean, for me, the whole deal with Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, I think it's a win-win because if he doesn't want to be there next year, they can trade him and get something for him. And they already have Jordan Love in the wings. So for me, it's a win-win for both situations. And if he doesn't want to stay, he can go wherever he wants. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's like his happiness is what mattered the most in the whole thing. And like jerk offs like me was saying like he wasn't coming back. You know what I'm saying? The whole entire time.
I mean, we all did.
So like my thing is like, why do disgruntled players and organizations come to agreement before training camps? This could have been done months ago. You know what I mean? Like to me, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like a poker face.
It was.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You're holding their feet to the fire as long as possible. That's all it is.
And the thing with me is like after that interview that he gave, it was so insightful and it was like brilliantly put together. And I'm like, damn, man, like I gained a lot of respect for him on that because he kept it real.
It was
and he said like,
I agree.
And he said like, the conversation started in February. I don't want last say. I'm just saying I should be involved in those conversations. And like, I know I give him a lot of shit and say like he's not a top 5 quarterback and all that stuff, but he's earned that right to be in those conversations. Like if he says like, I don't want Randall Cobb to go and he's going to come back on a cheaper deal, like listen to him. He's the quarterback. He said it. It's directly affecting the ability to do my job.
Well, I mean, when is the last time they signed a goddamn free agent?
Dude, he said Charles Woodson.
You know?
He said Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, and he said they would have came back for less money. He said somebody else I can't think of.
Some of those, like he said, like they weren't handled well on the way out. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with all the names he mentioned. I mean, maybe there was more to it that he just didn't tell us, like you said, like bringing them back on a cheaper dollar. But I don't know if I agree with that part. But the rest of it, it was just gold. Like this is a relationship business. I mean, if you piss off your franchise quarterback of 16 years now, this is what you get.
And I take it like this. I hate when people always talk about like, oh, be loyal, because Bullshit. If you're unhappy at your job, are you going to stay there and be loyal? No.
And that's a long fucking time in one
you're gonna
place.
leave.
So
if I'm unhappy at my job, I'm out. I don't care. I'm not worried about being loyal. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm loyal to you, but I'm being treated like shit and I'm not being listened to. So you know what? I'm just going to stay though because I'm loyal. No, you're going to try and get a new job. I mean, we don't think that playing football is a job, but to them, that is their job.
It's a career.
That's their job.
Well,
my career.
To me, it's amazing that this didn't happen sooner. Like, to be completely honest, because especially with the Mike McCarthy shit, I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to run him out, and he let that go.
He actually has.
He let the drafts go. Like, it just all finally came to a head, and he saw what Tom Brady did, and he's like, "Fuck this. This is bullshit. Like, I deserve better. I'm going to demand better." And
he deserves it.
So far, I mean, they gave him Randall Cobb back, which no team on this planet Earth would have acquired him with that contract right now, but the Packers. So
it was part of the agreement.
That was part of it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, then also the contract can be voided next year. So he may or may not be traded, or he could retire.
And what he said about Randall Cobb was, too, he goes, you know, some people leave and they're not as good as where they may be before, but, you know, they also don't have me throwing them the football.
He was talking his shit.
But, like, I like that.
I like it.
I
like
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
Like, say that, bro. And that's the truth, though, because, like, you had Brock Osweiler and Tom Savage, or you got Aaron Rodgers and, like, I don't know.
Tom Savage.
I don't know. Like, you know.
And you got Jordan Love now. It's a heaping pile of shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're not gonna make the playoffs without me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk my shit.
Did Randall Cobb have Deshaun Watson throwing in the ball?
I mean, he was hurt, so I don't even recall how many games he played. And also, he was just such a third option there that I mean, I never thought he should have left, to be honest with you. So
What, Green Bay?
I thought that it was horrible. I never really loved him to begin with, but it was a fit thing for sure.
Yeah, well, he went to Dallas before he went to the Texans.
He was okay in Dallas, too, I think.
He was all right.
Decent slot receiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
He should have never left to begin with, though.
I mean, last year he had 38 catches and 441 yards. But I think this year you'll see an uptick with Rodgers.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Well,
you know, they're more comfortable.
The Texans don't have a top 5 quarterback, so that's the problem.
Yeah, that's true, too.
I'm not in my head. I'm not in my head. He caught me there. You're fucking crazy. You're crazy.
I was waiting for you to catch it. I'm like, come on, dude. You know me now.
And then before that, let's just backtrack a minute, okay? You were like, I don't even consider Aaron Rodgers a top 5, and I should have went off right there, and I let you go.
Yep.
You're fucking crazy. You're crazy.
You have to be ready now. I'm going to educate you.
They're both top 5 quarterbacks.
So
we got a long way to go at football, though, so I'll have plenty of time to teach you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers traded with the Texans to get Randall Cobb for a 6th-round draft pick. So, I mean, if that's what Rodgers wants, he got it. It is what it is, right? I mean, good for him. Like, he stood up for himself.
He talked this shit. I loved it.
And, yeah,
I loved it.
I can't knock it.
We can't even say that they can't reconcile either. There's a chance that they could. Like, let's say they finally do treat Aaron Rodgers the way he desires. They could fix this relationship, and he could be here a while.
Dude, not for nothing, but here's a perfect example. In the NFC Championship game, when Matt LaFleur decided to kick a field goal, Aaron Rodgers should have absolute power to say, absolutely not, we're going for it.
Oh, I still can't get over that decision.
I agree.
He should 100% be allowed to do that because he is that caliber of a quarterback.
And also, you're going up against Tom Brady, so, I mean, you got to match them point for point. So,
yeah,
when you settle for a field goal, you're giving up, basically. That's what it is to me.
You want to treat me like a lame duck quarterback? Okay, let me go.
And you know what else that does? It shows your team, your players, that you don't have confidence in them to score a touchdown on that drive. That's what it says. It says,
you don't have the
I don't
belief in
believe
your
you guys are going to get a first down. You know? I mean, that's what it says to me.
Yeah, you kick a field goal.
Horrible. And that was really a poor coaching decision. So, but continuing on, though, like with this stuff, and I'm going to have to give you an Eagles slant here because we were talking to Deshaun Watson last episode. And there was a fan that actually, they brought up a great comment, and they caught me. They must have known what I was going to say today. I'm going to ask you guys one question real quick before I mention what Howie Roseman said. Actually, you know what? I'll say that first. Howie Roseman did not, when the opportunity was given in this interview the other day, did not commit to Jalen Hurts. It was pretty obvious that he left a back door for himself.
He's like, we want him. I've been saying this.
We want him to take the reins here, but he did not commit to him anything further than that. Like, he even acknowledged that, anytime there's a big player on the market. The Eagles are mentioned because we have all these picks, and he was tooting his horn a little bit. So to me, it was like he left that door open. But so the fan of our show said, why not just trade for Aaron Rodgers instead next year? Why trade 3 first-rounders for Deshaun Watson when you could do it for Aaron Rodgers? What do you guys think of that? And then we have to revisit the question about the Packers' playoff chances, like what they will do in the playoffs.
Okay. So, number one, I need to address everybody with the Eagles stuff. I am an Eagles fan. I root for the Eagles. I am going to root for Jalen Hurts' success. I believe Devontae Smith is going to be the Rookie of the Year. With that being said, it is very hard to support the weasel, Howie Roseman. Everybody that sees my shit on Twitter, Instagram, what I say in real life, that is all directed at the top. It's the organization. They did it to Carson Wentz, and now they're doing it to Jalen Hurts. They're cutting their legs out from under them. If you have a competition with Joe Flacco, you are not a good quarterback. Jalen Hurts should be named the starter, make him feel good about himself, give him the confidence, and run away with it. I don't want to hear open competition. If there's an open competition between Jalen Hurts and Joe Flacco, there is no competition.
Don't forget Nick Mullins.
Yeah, and Nick Mullins. It is just so ridiculous that whether you're like, at some point you need to start holding the organization accountable, and they all are snakes and weasels and liars. And it's not fair. It's not fair to Jalen Hurts. It wasn't fair to Carson Wentz. Whether you like him or not, the way they did him was dirty. You don't do that. And now you have Jalen Hurts by himself showing you great leadership qualities.
Yeah.
The interview he gave yesterday was awesome, where I'm like, I could get behind that guy and root. And you just said he left the back door open, and it's like, what are you doing?
So you
Put some faith in him.
You wouldn't trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Here's the thing. If Aaron Rodgers was available and would come to the Eagles, obviously I would trade for him.
3 first-rounders?
Right now, yeah, I would trade for Aaron Rodgers, dude. Absolutely. He's a top 5 quarterback, and he can change your franchise.
Oh, so now you're saying top 5.
He's a top 5 quarterback of all time. He's not of all time.
Okay. I might have misunderstood what you said earlier in the show.
He's a top 5 quarterback now.
It sounded like you didn't say he was top 5 in the league, and I was about to have...
No, he is. I'm not that shot. I'm not that shot at.
My thing is, what does Jalen Hurts got to do for this talk to end? Does he have to win division?
Well, he's got to be competent. If he shows you any type of promise, stop. Take your 3 first-round picks and build your team around Jalen Hurts. He came into a bad situation, to a dysfunctional organization. He handled it with class, with pride. Everything was fine. He handled it like a grown man. His pressers are awesome. He looked all right last year. I'm a Carson Wentz fan. I don't like what they did to him. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to root for the Eagles.
Right.
I'm stuck between wanting Jalen Hurts to succeed because I like the Eagles and wanting the Eagles to fail because I hate Howie Roseman.
So if they go 8-9 and he shows promise, are you keeping him?
Absolutely, dude. Why would you not? He's on his rookie deal.
I feel like the fans would turn on him though, just because they went 8-9.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's a no-lose situation all the way around by naming him the starter. One, it's obvious when you move on from Carson Wentz that Jalen Hurts was your guy, or else you would have never moved Carson Wentz. Let's just face it. I mean, you guys know I'm a huge Carson Wentz guy. Besides last year, I mean, I think they made a huge mistake, and I've been very open about that. That's fine.
They did.
But when you get rid of him, it's pretty obvious you already chose Jalen Hurts. Name him the starter, give him the confidence, and let him run away with the job. And guess what? If he does great and you still don't believe in him, he'll have trade value. So there's no loss here by giving him that nod right now.
If he does
give him the nod,
and you trade him, then I don't know what to say.
Let the team rally around him and give him all the tools to be successful. You know, build the system around him, and hopefully he does well. And guess what? If he does better than you expected, then you do have your franchise guy, and you keep him.
And he's on a
really cheap deal.
He's cheap,
second rounder deal.
Yeah, you can build your whole team.
I see what you're saying, but for me, it's like if you give him the nod, then he's not earning it.
But
like,
he was drafted in the second round.
You got to bring in real competition then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's Joe Flacco.
Draft somebody then. If you drafted somebody in like the 4th round or something, then you could say, oh well.
I don't mind.
It's kind of open.
I don't mind not giving him the nod.
I'm all for competition.
But that's what I'm about.
When your own players are talking about Jalen Hurts being the starter, Now, they didn't actually go out and say, "Oh, he's our starter," but they talk about him all the time.
Well, they're thinking about it.
Like, it's pretty obvious he is the starter. And he's going to get a shot at it unless they go and make a deal that we're not expecting.
And everybody laughed at me too. I said I was on board. I like the Nick Sirianni hire. I actually like him. I really do. I think he's all right. Yeah,
I don't mind it.
Give him a chance. But like, I'm willing to give people a chance. It's like I said, dude. I just can't stand the way the top of that organization functions anymore, dude. Because it's like I said, they cut their legs out from under them, and it's just not right. So it's like I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna act like, oh, I support all these decisions. No, fuck that, dude. You keep doing stuff like that to people, it's like it's not right.
I would take Rodgers though.
So you would do that? You would do the deal for 3 first rounders
and Zach Ertz, the one you proposed for.
I was just saying you have to move him because of the money. I mean, and also, sure, why not?
You think
what do they got there?
You think it would be 3 first-round picks
for Rodgers?
Yeah. I mean, well,
he's gonna be he'll be 38, 39.
No, he's 37.
Yeah, but if he got traded next year,
if he's on the market, Nick, there's going to be a bunch of other teams that want him too. So,
well, no, Eagles, can he this year though? After this year, he could be cut free because he can't get tagged. That was in that.
He could be, his contract could be voided if they can't find a trade or something like that.
Yeah, it's something weird. Okay,
like it's a little weird.
But they can't
and we might
franchise
need some
tag him and play games.
No,
he did what Tom Brady showed him that when they were playing golf.
So we might need
try to show him.
We might need a little more clarification. So, I mean, I'm doing it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking twice about that.
To me, you answer the franchise quarterback question. You got the extra first rounders. I mean, the Carson Wentz one, like, it's just a no-brainer because you're not going to be able to draft one high unless the team sucks. And you need a quarterback to do anything in this league. I mean, it's just a fact. So I'm willing to pay any price. And I think that 3 might not even be enough in some cases. I mean, in this current period, yes, because no other team has 3. They usually have to dip into future picks.
Well, we don't have 3 yet.
Right.
We have 2. And now, not to get, I'm mentioning this one time and one time only. With him not getting his COVID vaccine is also putting the Eagles in a very, very tough position.
Yep.
Because now, if Carson Wentz has like a game where he hurts his hand and he misses 2 games, season 12, weeks 12 and 13 come up, or 10 or 11 or whatever the case may be, that 75% chance is taking a hit now because if he gets COVID or he's contact tracing or whatever it is, the Eagles are going to get fucked. So,
well, we don't know for a fact if he wasn't vaccinated or not, but he kind of made it seem like
personal
he's
choice.
Not. It's the same thing Dak Prescott said, and people gave him shit for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't matter what side of the COVID thing that you're on.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that strictly in terms
of that. Yeah, he could miss time because he would have a harder time getting back on the field.
Yeah.
So that's that. I mean, yeah, it might not be a first round pick. But the other thing is, and I was just going to say this, maybe I didn't word it correctly, but 3 first rounders, that's 1 draft. You still have all your picks after that, and the future first rounders. To me, it's just like I gave up 1 draft's worth for Aaron Rodgers, who I could have for years.
I know what I'm getting.
I know I'm getting a Hall of Fame quarterback, the current MVP, and I know that my team is instantly now a Super Bowl contender. Instantly. You bring in Aaron Rodgers, you're a Super Bowl contender.
Sure.
That's the same thing I would say about Deshaun Watson right now. Now, listen, obviously, we all agreed, though. We all already agreed that we're not willing to make that move right now because his status is not cleared up. It's too risky. For Aaron Rodgers, though, I would do it right now. I'd have no problem doing it right now.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
But besides the point, yeah, so, I mean, there's that. And we're actually about to go deeper into the Eagles, so I should probably ask you guys one more time, what do you think the Packers are going to do this season? Obviously, they're going to make the playoffs, but do you think they'll win the Super Bowl? Do you think they'll make the Super Bowl?
Nope. Although,
they could make the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say I think they're going back to the NFC Championship game, without a doubt.
I would love to see Brady and Rodgers go.
I was just going to say, do you think they're going to face off?
Yeah, I think they're going back to the NFC Championship game. I think that they're going to have a really, really good season. I do. I think they're going to have a good season. And I just, unfortunately, man, I just can't pick against Tom Brady right now. I can't do it.
Are they the 1 seed just like last year?
No, I think the Bucs are the 1 seed.
I don't think they're going to be the 1 seed, but they're going to be right there. They'll probably be like 1 or 2. So I don't want to say like outright number 1. Not yet.
Yeah.
But when we preview the season, maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that's going to happen from now to the season, you know? So we just don't know.
But I was also going to say to you guys, like, in terms of the locker room, I think that things aren't going to be different. I actually think that Aaron Rodgers saying the part about his past teammates makes his current teammates love him even more.
I agree.
Because now people know that he's going to bat for his guys behind the scenes.
I'm with that. Yeah.
And he
100%
also outright said he has no problem with Matt LaFleur or Jordan Love. So, like, I think the locker room shit is fine. His issues with the front office, they're not playing the games.
And I'm glad he cleared it up.
Like, I think, you know, full steam ahead. The Packers are what they were last year. They're going to be very good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I agree.